Hi, Ethan. This is fun. I've been looking forward to this.
Thank you. I'm sorry about last week. You guys want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Wait, where's Nay?
He's not coming. But he said do it without him, so we said okay, but it won't be the same.
Oh, no.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Katie.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
And then we have to say hi to Emily.
Yeah.
Hi, Emily. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey,
Emily,
thank you.
also known as Ginger Tea.
Yes.
Yes.
I got all the tea, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do.
That's
We've
right.
had a few requests for ginger tea, so we're giving the listeners what they want this week. Yes.
Yeah.
And we have you on this week because do you remember what date was National Redheads Day?
Yes. It was last week. It's May 26th. It's actually
May 26th.
World.
So Kim's birthday
My birthday?
is Redheads Day?
I know that.
That's a good day.
Yeah, that is.
He did not tell us that. He told us a bunch of facts, but he didn't tell us that.
Yeah, okay.
What?
That's
Yeah, I remember hearing that in the last podcast. He had said a list of like famous
Yes.
people.
but that one got past him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Okay.
We don't have Nay today, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're our Nay.
I scared him
name.
away.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
the redhead.
That's
Okay, anyway.
gingerphobia.
Gingerphobia. So
we had to have
May
ginger tea on.
26th. Yeah.
For May 26th was National Redheads Day.
Actually,
We had to invite our favorite ginger on.
wait.
I had to get that out. Yes.
Wait,
favorite
we should
ginger.
say that again. I want to hear that one.
Yes.
Wait, let's see.
You said, what did I say? Your favorite ginger. That's
Ginger
what you
tea.
said.
Yeah, you're our favorite ginger.
Funny.
We had to have for National Redheads Day. We had to have our favorite ginger on this episode.
You
There
guys
we
are
go.
wonderful. That makes me feel so special. Well, it says like the May 26th is World Redhead Day, but National Redhead Day is November 5th, which is like, wow, we get more than one day.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
We're spoiled.
Well, world is
Yeah,
better.
you're spoiled.
Yeah, you are. What do we don't get brunette, mousy brown
Hair
day.
day. I was
We
going
don't
to
even
say,
get one.
don't forget the mousy brown.
Yeah. Okay, so it's World Redhead Day. Very good, because that includes all the Irish people.
Yeah.
So that's a bigger
people.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of redheads, like, all over.
Everywhere.
And it's so fun because, like, I've had all sorts of people come to me and be like, hey, there's a redhead in my family. I love when people approach me and they're like, they feel like they have to tell me there's a redhead in their family. And I have no clue who they are.
Yeah.
I love that they feel like they need to tell me.
That's one of the first things I wanted to ask you is how many people in general comment about your hair. Because I'll tell you what, our first baby had a ton of hair. And I got so spoiled with everyone commented about her hair.
Aww.
And then when I had my twins, they were completely bald and no one said a word. So hair's a big deal to people, is what I'm assuming.
Hair is
So
a big
what's your
deal.
experience with that?
Oh, man. Putting all 33 years in all in one podcast. I have, like, all sorts of stories. But when I was really little, I had a lot more people commenting. And like, I mean, people comment now, but like for a baby, it's like,
it's really
so
special.
Cute. No one comes up to me going like this or grabbing my cheek. But no, I had a lot of people come up to me and just saying, wow, your hair is so pretty. And when I was little, going to church, I had a lot of old people like bringing candy to me in Sacrament.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I was reading about redheads and beliefs that people used to have about redheads.
Yes.
Not all of them were good.
Oh,
No.
Like you have no soul.
Some believed way back in the day that if you saw a redhead, you had bad luck.
oh, really?
Yeah, they were
Oh.
in danger.
Interesting. Yes.
So, yeah.
You know what I think is interesting? I have never ever thought about redheads being unique or I don't know, whatever, because my grandma's red hair, my dad has red hair, my aunts have red hair, and so I'm used to I've
Seeing that.
seen red hair my whole life.
Right.
But I've been around enough to see that when people do have red hair, there are people who go out of their way to be like talk about their the red hair and like, oh my gosh, and just go on. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting because I grew up surrounded by redheads, and then now
You're like, what's the whoop?
yeah,
The big
what's
whoop.
the whoop?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I find it fascinating that people are so intrigued by redheads.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've had people just stare at me, and I thought, oh, okay, like I would be with a group of my friends and they just stare, and then they're like, you're so white and your hair is so red. It's like gingers, most of them, there's some that can tan,
yeah,
but most of
Not
them
many.
can't. And
yes.
it's taken a long time for me to have like noticeable freckles. Like I have them on my shoulders, but they don't really stay on my face too well. So I'm like considered in this generation, I don't know if they still say this, but when I was in high school they used to say day walker.
Oh.
Because
Negative.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I
Day
can
walker.
see the day like
Yeah.
like a day
Yes.
walker.
Right.
And so yeah.
Interesting.
But
Okay. I read a thing. This is a list of things redheads often hear. I want to see if you have these asked to you
okay.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
funny.
Is that your natural hair color?
Oh yeah. I
All
get
the
that
time?
all the time.
Okay, yeah. Do you, this one is the funny one. Do you have a soul?
Oh yeah. So
Do
much,
people say that?
so much
Really?
in high school and college, because that was
Really?
the time that it became huge and popular. I think South Park started that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I think you're right. Yes,
And
yes.
okay, keep going. I'll let you keep
No,
asking.
okay. Do you have a fiery temper?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ever since I was little, they'd always ask that. I think my family would agree to that when I was little.
That you did have a
I
fiery
was pretty
temper.
spicy.
I feel
So-
like that is a stereotype that is true.
Right. Oh, it is
I don't
true.
know.
Do you think it's true, Emily? For
for
most
me,
redheads?
I mean, I can't speak for all redheads,
Mm-hmm.
but I was pretty spicy when I was
Yeah.
little.
Interesting. What
And
about
I'm
your
thinking
redhead
of my
folks?
family.
They're
I
spicy?
think they're pretty spicy.
Okay, all right. I like it. I like
Yeah.
If you have red
I
hair,
mean,
you got to
spicy
be
in a
fiery.
good way. Spicy
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to ask this one.
No,
Why?
don't
Ask
skip
No,
it.
it.
I am, because it says, does the carpet match the drapes?
Oh,
I had a feeling that question was going to be asked because
Oh.
I had that question a
Did
lot
you?
in high school
Really?
and college.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Well,
like they thought,
what are those losers? Yeah.
but
Well, don't answer it.
Emily's like, but let me tell you, she wants to answer it. I can tell.
I usually would say, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
Oh,
No.
yeah, that's a good comeback. Let's see.
I'll ask Ethan later.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my.
Okay, I guess that's the end of my little list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now there was one of the questions. I'm trying to remember which one.
The
it was.
first one.
What was the first one again? What was the first
Oh.
question?
Is that your natural hair color?
Oh, I had a story about that one.
Okay.
Okay, so I've had a lot of people ask that. And when I got older, I started working at a place called Cosmoprof. It's like a beautician store, so all sorts of people come in and they buy hair color and like whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I was helping this group of people that came in with their hairdresser, and this lady said, "Hey, I want you to help me." So she picked me out. I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll help you pick out whatever." And she's like, "I want to dye my hair red." And I said, "Okay, I'll help you pick out the color." And so I'm like trying to find the color, and she's like, "No. I I don't want just any color. I want how you do your hair color. And I said, sorry, I don't like. I didn't really. She's like, no. I want your hair color. I said, no, this is my hair color. No. Share what it is.
Yeah.
She got so mad, and I said, lady, I'm a redhead. Like I didn't color this hair. But she got frustrated with me thinking I was gatekeeping because.
Yeah. You're like, you're not sharing your secret. Yeah.
It's funny. I got a kick out of it. She was pretty embarrassed after kind of getting after me. But
okay, I have a few questions. Wait, who's your favorite redheaded celebrity?
Oh.
Do you have one?
Yes. Growing up, my mom would always make me feel like really special with like trying to show more movie stars that have become famous that are redheads, because I feel like being a redhead, you kind of get made fun of. And
that was a question I had. If you were made fun of when you were little.
Yeah, I got made fun of, but my mom was really good about making sure that I felt confident about my hair with telling me who was famous and like who was successful with red hair and like to not listen to the other people.
Oh, yeah.
And so she would play the movie, The Quiet Man.
No, I don't know that one.
I don't either.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a really good one. You guys need to watch
the actress? Who's the one with the red hair?
John Wayne is in it, and then the redhead is, I'm trying to remember her name. Hold on. It just slipped.
That's okay.
But I admired her so much. Okay, the Quiet Man cast.
I didn't watch a lot of John Wayne movies.
This one he has a lot of cowboy movies, which I like too, but this one's not a cowboy one.
Okay.
So it was neat to see. Okay, Maureen O'Hara.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
So
O'Hara.
Yes, I admired her in a lot of movies, even though like a lot of them were like black and white and stuff. You couldn't really see, but knowing that she was red, I was like, and I think the Quiet Man's color, pretty sure, but. I always felt like, neat. Like, she's a movie star. I want to be like
that was a good strategy of your mom's.
Yeah,
I like that.
Really.
Oh, and then, I mean, if you don't want to hear this part, you can cut it out. But, when I was a little kid, my mom would try really hard to, like, make me feel special because my siblings would give me a hard time. I'm the youngest out of 5, the only redhead in my family.
Mm-hmm.
And the other redheads growing up that I knew about, didn't know them personally, was my great uncles. And so I didn't know where I came from.
Right.
And my siblings would be like, oh yeah, we found you in the backyard. Aliens dropped you off. And I'd feel so bad.
Siblings are the worst.
Yeah. So my mom, she would be like, no, you came out of me. And then she'd crack a joke like, how I knew I was old is that or she said, how I was old and rusty is when you came out.
Oh.
But anyway, but she would go back to saying like how special. She was like, did you know back in the day, Indians would, when they would go scalp people's heads, they wouldn't scalp a redhead. They would keep
Nice.
Yes. They would be like, or they would be like, stay away, kind of like they're special.
Yeah. Right.
So I would look at my sister that's a blonde girl and I'd be like, they scalp your head.
Yeah, they would, but not mine. Well, Emily, what's so funny is I'm thinking when I was growing up, like I said, my grandma, aunts, my dad had red hair. And I remember being like, I'm so glad I didn't get red hair. Like, I remember just being so grateful I didn't have red hair. Even when I started having babies, I thought, oh my gosh, because my first Bryce kind of had strawberry blonde hair, and I thought, he's going to be a redheaded freckled boy, and I don't know. I was so scared about it. Now I have a granddaughter with red hair. I love red hair. It's beautiful. I now looking back, I think I would have loved to have red hair. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like a dumb kid.
I think it's also the stereotype. Like what you would hear. Also, like there's TV shows that crack up jokes about redheads, like an ugly baby that's a redhead. They'll say, like Seinfeld episode, I think.
Oh yeah,
I think
yes, yeah.
It's just
yeah.
funny. It's funny.
Well,
I laugh.
I think growing up, you saw kids with red hair get
Red
made
hair,
fun of.
yes,
You know,
yes.
anything that makes you different as a young person.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone a lot better in this generation. Like, I feel like this generation is a lot nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did get bullied. But I mean, it made me stronger.
Yeah.
I'm actually, like, I can't speak for every redhead. Like, everyone had their own things. And I do feel like, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like redheaded boys maybe had it harder than the girls.
I would think so. I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Who knows? But I feel like that's probably true. Like even to this day, when I see a redheaded boy, I'm like, oh. But...
Yeah, we're gonna have to see what Alex says because he's a redhead.
Your nephew?
Yeah, Alex is really redheaded. Yeah,
I did not.
I mean, he was growing
not
up.
Look like it.
I know
If I see him,
he's all freckly and
That'd be interesting to hear his point of view because I don't know. I just felt like I have nothing against the boy redheads, but I was like, oh, I'm glad I'm a girl.
Yeah, because you can make it long and pretty. Although then we had
beautiful.
The flying tomato come along.
What's his name?
Shaun White.
Yeah, Shaun White.
Do you know who that is?
Carrot Head.
Yeah, little Carrot Head.
Oh,
these redheaded guys that really rocked it good. Made it, a good thing.
Yes.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
Conan O'Brien. Should I say him?
Yeah, he's great. Did you find colors that you like to wear with your red head?
Yes. So I really liked wearing purple and green. But in elementary, like I loved wearing green. I loved it, but I think I wore it a little too much to where someone went up to me and was like, "You look like a leprechaun." Right. And so for quite a few years, I didn't wear green because of that comment.
Right.
Which I shouldn't have Which
what do
honestly,
you do?
I think they're funny comments. I mean, they make me stronger.
Right. That's the thing. Thing. We all go through it. It's
silly.
No different for you than anyone else.
Well, I was sitting here, thinking, yes, green. Green is your color, but then leprechaun. But what color are your eyes, Emily?
I think you want to see?
Let's see.
Yes.
They're mostly green.
Greenish, yeah.
Do you say hazel?
A lot of redheads have green eyes.
They're green, but sometimes I feel like when I was younger, they looked a little bit blue because when I was at the DMV, the guy was like trying to put the eye color in and he's like, what color eyes do you have? And before I could really answer, he was like, blue. And I was like, oh, okay, blue.
Sure.
So it's on my driver's license, blue eyes.
Blue
That's
eyes.
it. Oh, okay.
When I was really little, like 5 or 6, I'd go to the DI at the Desert Industries with my mom, the thrift store. And as I was following my mom, behind her, there was a worker there that had dropped books by me. And I was going to help to pick up, but I just kind of had to keep following my mom. And I looked at her and I just smiled. And as I was like trying to book for her, she looked at me and she looked at me and she grabbed my hair and pulled it real hard. And I whipped back and I didn't know what to say. And I was in shock and I ran to my mom and I was like, Mom, that lady pulled my hair really hard. And she looked over and the lady had this like patches of like dyed red hair. And she got the feeling that she was like jealous of my hair. Right. I don't know if she was, but she was following me around the store too.
Right.
And my mom got to the point where she was like, we got to get out of here because she had this like hair that was all dyed and patchy and
like she seemed dangerous to be able to grab you like that.
It was terrifying. So
she's probably gonna cut off some and fill in patches with your hair.
So there was one like stuff like that when I didn't have all
that's
that
really
all the time.
Strange though. That's a strange
she's
one.
like Corella DeVille.
Oh,
with the spotted,
the dogs.
I would go down one aisle and I could see her going like hiding behind an aisle, just staring at me.
Oh my gosh!
And my mom was like, "Okay, let's keep walking, trying to get rid of her," but she was following us. It was scary.
That's weird.
It was scary, but
so at any time in your life, did you ever wish you didn't have red hair?
Yeah, because I think there were times that I felt a little bit left out on things, but I mean, it wasn't all the time.
Right.
But
I mean, to be honest, we all go through times where you
Yeah.
kind of wish for something different than what you are
Yeah.
You would hear
when you're
things-
growing up.
You'd hear
Mhm.
things like blondes have more fun.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, and I could be like, oh, does anyone want to date a redhead? You know, like,
Yeah.
Right.
like what
Yeah.
about me? We have fun too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were times, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Not like as a teenager, I was like, oh yeah, I'm happy that I'm a redhead. But
Mhm.
then there was like when I was in junior high, that's when Kick a Ginger Day came around.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
No.
At South
That's-
Park. South
Oh,
Park.
Yeah.
South Park made it hard for you gingers.
Yes.
It's funny because I guess there was an episode in 2005 or something that came out, and then a few years later, they're like, let's make it like a holiday. And it's like November, I can't remember, November, maybe I have it down. Did I put it down? Oh,
You better tell us so we know to kick you.
20th. Yeah, you
Okay.
can.
November 20th.
Okay.
And so in 9th grade, I remember a kid being like, hey, it's Kick a Ginger Day. And I remember him trying to kick me. But then I think after that was put down as a holiday, they felt pretty bad because a few months later, there was Kiss a Ginger Day.
Oh,
Oh.
that's much. Well, is that
that's
better?
So did you get kissed?
January 12th, like
Mhm.
literally a few months later, they created
put-
that.
I'm putting that in my phone.
When you're around in
Might
public,
as well.
Yeah, might as well. When you're around in public and you see other redheads, do you feel like compelled to wave?
Yeah, there are times that
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, well, for example, when I was younger, I went into a gas station and I was putting in like some money to get gas, and this kid ran up to me that was a redhead, and he put his fist up in the air and he said, "Ginger power!"
Oh.
I was like, so we do feel connected in some ways.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were redhead and I saw another redhead, I'd feel like
Yeah,
Hey,
we're in the
like-
club.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It's like when you're driving, like when I'm driving in Dan's Volkswagen, and whenever we see a Volkswagen, like you
Yeah.
have to be like, "Hey there," you know.
Right.
Sometimes we honk
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
That's the perfect example. That's
Yeah,
the same.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
feeling.
That's kind of fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is fun.
So there's like times like that. I remember even in high school when I would walk down the halls, there would be people being like, "Oh, red light,"
Oh,
Oh.
really?
and then or they'd be like, "Fire," and they'd go up against the wall, like, "There's a
Oh
fire."
yeah, right. Ooh,
But
I'm
I
gonna remember these things when we're around you. Red light.
Red light.
I can't wait.
I remember being like, "I like this. Now I can get to class
It's-
faster."
Right. There you go.
Party
Yeah.
to see the
Yeah,
red.
yeah,
Red to
right.
So that was.
Oh, I
fun.
love it. Let's see. I think we've done.
Yeah, but Emily, didn't you have another weird story you're going to say?
I have a couple more, but I don't
Okay,
Yeah.
let's hear them.
Let's see. This one's funny. So when I was working at Cosmoprof, my boss, she's also was a redhead, and she was so nice. She was amazing. But we would just like whenever there weren't customers there, we would be talking about like, oh, when you were in high school, like how old were you when you kissed someone, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh yeah, my first kiss was a redheaded boy, and she was like, that should be illegal. Like a redhead and a redhead kiss each other. It was just funny.
Yeah, that's like incest or something.
Yeah. That's why it's
That's
illegal.
funny. So your first kiss was a redheaded boy?
Yes. It was.
Wow.
That's really epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that connection runs deep
Yeah, yeah.
with you
yeah.
redheads.
Yeah. And but yeah, there's that story, but then there's another one that like when I was in college, there was this boy that kept looking over at me, and I was kind of creeped out, and I was like, oh. Then as I got up from my desk to give a paper to my professor, I came back and he had wrote his number and his name in my book and said text me, and I was like, okay, I'll text him. This was before my mission, and And I texted him and he's like, let's go on a date. And so we met up, and I soon found out how obsessed he was over redheads.
Oh, wow.
It was very like creepy.
Right.
To where he had like a license plate saying like redhead or something.
Oh.
And
interesting.
and then when he, like,
would he sit and smell your hair?
Well, he was like kind of obsessed over like kind of like
touching it.
It was
Touching
creepy.
it.
And then he had kissed me, and he was like, "Oh, wow, redheads are feisty."
Oh,
like,
weird. Like he had all these weird.
And he like told me, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've always admired redheads. Like I
It was
date
a
redheads."
fetish.
Yeah,
he had
a fetish.
Yeah, you're
And
like,
I was
okay.
I thought
no.
he was probably gonna kill me or something.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I was a little creeped out.
Uh-huh.
So that was a weird experience.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I am seeing that as a redhead, you do get some interesting situations. Yeah.
Yes, there are like situations
very
that's
unique.
Like never would I have there was this one kid that didn't know I was right behind him in class, and he was like, "Oh, I would never date a redhead. Ew." And I was like sitting there, and he looks over, and then I almost said like, "What makes you think a redhead would want to date you?"
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Luckily, they would never want to date you. Yeah.
But
That's good.
But I have another story if you guys want to hear.
Yes, go for it. Yes.
Okay. Well, when I was going to Ensign College, I worked at Chick-fil-A, which was so fun. You guys, Chick-fil-A was a lot of fun.
I'm sure.
At
They
City
look like
Creek
they're having
Mall.
fun.
Okay. I had a blast over there. The workers are nice. And then also working at City Creek Mall, you get to see all sorts of, like, I don't know, famous people sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so when I was working there, there was this guy that was from Africa that would come on, like, and say hi, but he'd pick where I was at the register. And I was like, oh, okay, like, a friend. And then he then got to a point where he was comfortable and asking me things like
does the carpet
I was
match the
gonna
drapes?
say.
Well, he was like, hey, I make bracelets out of human hair.
Oh.
And,
so he wanted your hair.
And then I was like, oh, neat. Like, I didn't know where he was, like, what he was going to be asking. I was like, oh, can I see it? I just thought he was going to show me. Like, he's like, yeah, here's some bracelets. I send it to Africa, and then they braid it, and then, like, I sell it.
Oh.
And then he was like, I'll pay you $200 if you cut your hair and give it to me. And I was like, I'll think about it.
Yeah. You're like, it's going to need to be a little more than that, buddy. $200.
And then, like, I thought that was it. I kind of, like, because I was a little too nice, like, I'll just think about it.
Yeah.
And then, like, the times that I was working, he knew when I would be working, and he would come to my line and be like, have you thought about it?
Yeah.
And I would be like,
your hair.
I'm sorry, I don't think I could do it. And he's like, but then he wouldn't take no for an answer, so he'd kind of come. And I was like, and luckily it was the time that I was like, I'm done working here.
Oh, good.
He's coming in. He's coming in there. He's like, where's the redhead?
I feel bad. I kind of thought, what if he was making a voodoo doll? I don't know.
Yeah, seriously.
I was just thinking every time you walked away, you'd just grab a little bit and pull it out every time. Yeah.
Right.
I should have just given the ones from my hairbrush.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Have me pay you like $100 for a brush full, you know, every time he comes in, you give him a Ziploc of your brush hair. He probably would have paid for it.
Yes. I think Katie and I would have been like $200. Okay.
Sure.
I think I might look
then he would have been like, this isn't enough hair.
Yeah,
that's all I have, buddy. Because Kim and I have really thin hair.
I feel like
but
my
redheads have thick hair.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like after having kids, though, it's definitely
changed.
Thinner.
Yeah, I can't tell. I'm just saying kids change your hair.
Yeah,
my hair used to be curly, and then I had kids, and it went straight.
You know that I used to have wavy hair. I curled it with a curling iron, but soon after having kids, it went straight. Or, like fuzzy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. All right. It's our badges of
yes.
Parenthood, motherhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like to refer to yourself as a ginger more than a redhead?
I like them both. They're not like I don't favor one or the other,
yeah.
but either one's great.
Well, I feel like ginger is a more recent
Yeah,
thing.
isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, were you called a ginger as a kid?
Maybe Carrot Top.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah,
that
Or
one's...
like
but
yeah, as a kid. But when I was like in high school, that's when it became big.
yeah,
Ginger.
Ginger. Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and I especially like calling you Ginger Tea.
Oh,
It's so great. Well, I'll tell you what I'm jealous of that I read about redheads is you don't ever go gray. You go from red to white.
Oh,
Is
that's
that true,
interesting.
do you think?
there are some people that had approached me that were once redheads that now have white hair, and they're like, "Oh, I miss my red hair, but you're gonna go like white." And I was like, "Oh, this is nice to know." Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's beautiful when older people have white hair. It's so
Yeah, I
pretty.
didn't know that.
I
I
didn't
hope
either
it's
till I
white.
read about it. Well, I read it, so it must be true.
It better be
You're
true.
never gray.
Right.
Well, and then I remember growing up, even back in the day, I feel like when people would try to dye their hair red, it wasn't like now you can really color red and you're like, oh, hey, are you a redhead? Are you
Right.
back when I was a kid? It was like, oh, that person definitely colored their hair. Where I was like scared, like, oh, when I get older, what will I have to do? Will I have to go blonde? Like when I start losing my hair color? I don't know. But
You'll go white.
when I was visiting the UK and I went to like Scotland, I went to this like little gift shop after seeing a castle, and this lady was speaking in, oh my goodness, Welsh, and just assuming that I knew it, and I was like, and she's like, oh, you're visiting here, aren't you? Like you're not from here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, I don't know what you're saying. And she's like, I thought you were, someone that lives here.
Well, when you were in Scotland,
Yeah.
did you see a ton of redheads and think these are my people?
Oh, I loved it. I was like,
Really?
I didn't want to come back. And my hair felt good there too. Like my hair
Wow.
was
Yeah.
like feeling healthy, and my skin felt healthy. I felt like
Did you feel like you were like, I'm now not the minority? Like, did you think like,
Yes.
wow, this feels really interesting and good?
well, especially being with a group of people that I went with, like I feel like everyone's nice over there, but I felt like I was a local more than
Right.
someone.
Yeah, we're treated a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
And so that was nice.
Yeah.
Definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, for sure. You got to go to Ireland next.
Yeah.
I know.
Ireland.
It's like I went to this funeral because I was always so tall, so I felt very minority, kind of, excluded, or what's the word?
Yeah.
Well, what did they say now? Not minority, but
Well, just different.
Or
I
left
know,
out.
but there's a word. Anyway, when you're on the edges, what is that called? You know how people
Well,
say.
you're asking the wrong people.
I know,
Yay.
I know. It doesn't matter. I just hate when I can't think of a word.
So different.
Marginalized. Is that the
Oh,
word? Marginalized?
Yeah, that is the word people
But that's
use
not how I
nowadays.
felt. But anyway, whatever. My mom always said I got my height because I was taller than all my siblings and everybody except my dad. And she always said, you must get it from this part of the family, because she had an uncle who had all very tall 6-foot daughters. And so I was just like, yeah, but in my small town growing up, there was no one as tall as me. Like I was always the tallest. Anyway, I went to this funeral of that side of the family, and all the women were so tall like me. And I was like, these are my people. Like I felt really like that was the first time I ever felt like not different. And it was a good feeling. So that's why I was asking about the redhead.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Especially you seeing that side of the family, you're like, oh, hey, this is where it stems from.
It comes from. Yeah. And to look around and not just be towering over everyone just was something I had never experienced.
Was it which side of the family was it on?
It was my mom's side. Yeah. It was her uncles. I got to think about it a little more. But anyway, her uncles, all his kids or something like that, all his daughters were really tall. And yeah, I don't know. I should
That's
ask my
so
mom
cool.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good feeling to see other like redheads.
All right, Emily, you have to take us out because you're Nay.
Yeah.
What do I
Our
do?
guests
What do I
have to.
say?
Well, you
Oh,
know
no.
what he says. You know what he
guess what
says.
Nay says.
Think about it.
Oh no! Like
Channel-
I'm going blank.
What does Nay say?
What does he say at the end of every episode?
All right, you guys.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes,
start.
that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of
It's
how
been.
it's been a great. No, it's been
It's been a
slice.
Yes.
Yes, you got it. It's
Slice.
been a
It's been a slice.
slice. Yes.
And what else did you say?
Calm down, Emily. It's all right. You got this.
Why aren't you here?
Nay.
Well, I guess you
said
aren't
it,
going to
Nay.
take his
You
job.
said it, Emily.
You did. It's been a slice,
No,
and then we
It's
say
been a
goodbye.
slice.
No, that was perfect. It's been a
Yeah,
slice, and
it's
then
been
I
a
say,
slice.
"Take it easy."
No, then I say toodaloo, and
Toodaloo.
then Katie says take it easy.
But on our way out, why don't you say something in a leprechaun accent,
Oh.
In a ginger way.
ginger way?
All right, lassies.
Hey, that's
you
cute.
go.
It's been glorious talking.
Yeah. I like it.
I love it.
That is it. It's
That
been
is
glorious.
glorious.
Bye.
Thanks for being on, by the way, Emily.
Oh,
Thanks
you.
for being our guest.
I hope this was everything you ever dreamed of.
It is,
Yeah.
and more, and more.
My fat checks, my 2 cents on last week's episode. Other fun facts. You know, if Papa was there hearing about trying to unload this like 200-pound turtle, he would have had ramps with carts and ropes and pulleys, all that stuff. It's like that time we had to, they gave you guys like, it was like a dining room table or something, and Dan came to get it. We had to load it in the back of the truck first. And Papa had ramps, and he had his ramps and a cart and his ropes and pulleys. It took us 45 minutes to get that thing into the back of the truck using Papa's system. And my dad was in town. My parents were in town, and I was like, Dad, you and I could just like pick this up. And he's like, yeah, but Papa spent like all afternoon getting this set up, so we need to do it his way. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it was so, gosh, that's what your turtle reminds me of. You guys forgot about the Green Day song Good Riddance. In the chorus, when he's telling you I hope you had the time of your life, he's being incredibly sarcastic. It's actually like a hate breakup song. Something like that. So when he says, I hope you have the time of your life, he's actually saying quite the opposite. Forget you. Kind of hate you. With a few more explicitives. But yeah, that's the wedding song that's not a wedding song. Jeez, that's it. That's all I got. Okay, bye.